interpretation of Raining in My Heart by Buddy Holly, written by Bryant and Bryant in 1958. And Buddy Holly plays it in the key of G, just like I'm doing it here. It's been made famous by several other people too. This intro starts off with this G chord up here. On the first string, you're on the 10th fret. The second string, you're on the 12th fret. And the third string is open. And then you move your first string up to the 11. And then you can move up to this shape, or you can leave the G open. They're both a G note, it's just 12 frets up. And then the last chord, or you can make it a minor, C minor. So it's a G augmented, a C, and a C minor, all with a G bass, like this. And then you start into the song by hitting these open strings, open D and open B, playing a G in the bass. This first G chord is played as a regular G, playing a D note on your 4th string. And then you go up 1 fret to a D sharp, which is an E flat. And then you go up 1 more fret to an E. And then you go up 1 more fret to an F. And those are all done with a G chord. Then you get to this G7th, which is the F. Hit these 2 single notes, A, B, and then you move to this C chord with an A note. So the first run is and then the C6, and there the melody is A, G on the 3rd string, and then the E note on the 4th string, which is the 2nd fret. And then whenever I make this C chord here, I always put a G bass on it. So you've got a G and a C, and an E, and an A there. Because then you slide it up to this D chord with an A bass. And the first time through, you walk down F sharp, E, D. And then you go to a D with an F sharp bass, and that's the 2nd fret on the 6th string and the 3rd string, and then you repeat. And the second time through, I actually add more chord notes. And you can add as many or as few of those as you like. Pretty much do the same thing. And this time the melody is so it's F sharp, G, A, And then I throw a G7th in there to move to the break. And the break is the A6 chord with the G bass. And the melody is A, G. Playing as many of those little notes there as you want. And then you go to this A chord with an open B on the second string. Hitting second and third string. And the D chord with an open E on the first string. Hitting the first and second strings there. And then you go back to the beginning. And then they do an instrumental. And the instrumental is the same chord progression, but they do this roll. The roll there is an eighth note, so I need to get 8 notes in that measure. The first 4 notes are 6, 4, 3, 4. The second 4 notes are 2, 3, 4, 3. So those 8 notes are. Instead of finishing out the roll, then I do move to the C chord.